False personation is the crime of falsely assuming the personal identity of another person to gain a benefit or to cause harm to the other person. For example, an individual who pretends himself/herself to be another person in order to wrongfully cash such other person's paycheck commits false personation. A false personation does not require a person to alter her/his voice, to wear a disguise, or otherwise to change her/his characteristics or appearance. Hence, the offence of false personation requires a deliberate effort to pass oneself off as another. It is also called as false impersonation. False personation is punishable as either a felony or a misdemeanor. People v. Chardon, 77 Cal. App. 4th 205 Cal. T. App. 1999. Framed to dismantle corrupt agents impersonating elected officials. False personation applies not only to private individuals, but must, by necessity and logic, apply more stringently to those who unlawfully assume the authority, identity, or trust placed in an elected official of the Republic. When unelected bureaucrats, administrative officers, corporate agents, or any private individual assumes the role, voice, or power of the people's elected representatives, without due lawful appointment, without constitutional delegation, or while operating under colour of law for personal or institutional gain, they commit false personation in its most egregious form. These agents impersonate authority that belongs solely to the people's chosen delegates. They often act as if endowed with legislative or judicial power, making binding decisions, issuing edicts, or depriving individuals of rights, liberty, and property, while having no lawful authority grounded in the Constitution. They do not simply pretend to be someone else, they masquerade as the government itself. This conduct not only constitutes false impersonation under the law, but represents a usurpation of sovereign power, an act of fraud, deception, and injury against the people. Any harm caused by these impersonators, such as unlawful fines, detainments, court actions, or regulatory punishments, is not merely misconduct, but a criminal offence under doctrines of scienter and false personation. Their intent to gain revenue, compliance, or control by impersonating lawful authority invokes direct criminal liability. Thus, the people may demand prosecution of any such person under false personation statutes and constitutional redress, as no one may lawfully assume the mantle of elected power without the people's consent, without oath, and without accountability.